It's the Chargers and the Browns, and it's coming up next.
Now, from the home of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Cleveland, Ohio, EA Sports proud to welcome you to Huntington Bank Field, the home of the Browns. Today, the first of 3 on this Wildcard Sunday. It's our visitors and the Cleveland Browns. Playoff football has arrived. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, partner, best time of the year. It starts with Super Wildcard Weekend, 3 days, 6 games, and this matchup as good as any of them.
Yeah, and really, it's so funny, Mike. We watch these regular season games all year, and it just seems like there's no way the intensity and the competitive spirit could ever be higher. But there is just something different.
The first of 3 on this fine Sunday. It is Super Wild Card Weekend, and off we go on EA Sports. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So here come the Chargers, the offense getting set to come out. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
Getting your team to the playoffs, Mike, that's a massive accomplishment for any quarterback. But if he wants to take them on a deep run, can he find the balance of playing mistake-free football while also maintaining that aggressive approach that has gotten them here in the first place? It's certainly not going to be easy. This place is going to be rocking, and their opponents, they have championship aspirations of their own. But as long as he doesn't let the moment get too big for him, his team's going to have a shot to move on to next week.
He'll drop to throw. A quick throw, that's complete on the slant. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back.
Like, I love studying the NFL and just seeing the amount of ways NFL coordinators are able to get their running backs now involved in the passing game. They're kind of chess pieces. They can move them out in the slot.
Oh, he coughs up the football. And the defense has it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a
Previous play
replay.
is under review.
We might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. On third down, they'll set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive. Tight end on the move left. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Putting the tight end in motion. They'll throw out of the gun. He'll get this complete. It's Lamb again. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face second down and 7. They'll look to throw again. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And he'll be taken down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
Scoring first, so critical in a playoff game. They've got it here, first and goal. They'll look to throw yet again. And they'll get him down right around the 5-yard line.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
The pressure gets home. He's lost the football. And this is taken in by the defense. Those are the places on the field where the defense wants to come up with the big plays. And that was one. Down deep, get to the quarterback, knock it out, and come up with the recovery.
Mike, this is one of those times where I think for a quarterback, they get caught in between. Do I want to be a runner and take it in myself? Do I have time to let my wide receivers develop in the end zone? I think he holds on to it just a little too long. The defense pokes it free and creates a huge turnover.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Stroud begins with a pass. And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone. And that is a safety. Well, that's certainly a way to break a 0-0 ball game. A safety, first points on the board. And the lead is now the bizarre score of 2-0.
Well, Mike, I don't think anybody had that on their bingo card. I mean, for a safety to be the first points of a ball game is pretty uncommon, but a great job there by the defense, capitalizing on the field position and coming away with the 2.
So now, following the safety to open the scoring, it's 2-0, and here's the free kick from the 20. Past midfield. Look at him go. And he's going to take this all the way back. 84 yards. Touchdown, L.A. Greg, it is one of the most exciting plays in football. Rare that we see it. But when it all comes together and works out in a return for a touchdown, it is truly something special.
And it is, Mike. It is because we don't see it very often in a world of the ever-increasing touchback. We don't see a lot of returns in this league. So when you get one, let alone one as exciting as that, man, it is fun to watch.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Browns offense ready now for their second drive. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with first down. Here's a first carry for their running back, And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Stroud. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Quick throw, taken in. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. The Browns getting their punting team out there. This will be returnable from his own 15. Oh, looks like he may have hit a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. The Chargers offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. The cushion is 9 as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. He'll push forward for about a yard. Tackle there by Michael Hall. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. He'll find Hill out of the backfield. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. The Chargers get set to kick it away. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Browns offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
He'll get this out to the left flat, and he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9.
At the 48-yard line.
Here's Stroud. Short pass taken in by the tight end. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Now 3rd and 5.
1 quarter in the books in round 1 of these AFC playoffs. The Chargers out to the early lead. And we're back to Cleveland in a minute. Here now, 3rd and 5. Stroud to throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. Stroud. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
To the ground, a first down run. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
To throw is Stroud. This one caught at the 4. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Here's Stroud. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Browns. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Chargers offense ready to take over possession of the football. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. Slot man in motion left. And this defense having nothing of that. They get him down behind the line.
The timing of the jet sweep is critical. If you can get the ball carrier past the end man on the line, typically there's a lot of space downfield, but give credit to the defense. They saw this one play out, they reacted quickly, and they're able to throw him down for a loss.
Now, a whistle. Looks like there was movement on the left side of that offensive line. He'll drop to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. His first catch of the wild card game. And good for a first down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
His throw left side is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Back to the air one more time. Quick throw here is complete. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the 1st down on a gain of 7. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Encroachment, defense. Still first down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. They'll run here with Hill. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 6. And the Chargers first down.
They send him right out of the slot. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
This one complete right side. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Tight end, the motion man to the right. All run play. This is Hill. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
The extra point is up and through. And the Chargers will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Browns offense getting set to get back to work. They'll begin with 1st and 10. His drive will start on the ground. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll stick with him again. And he's going to get it. First down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now Stroud. That's out to the flat, and it's complete.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Medical staff going to take a look, see if he can continue here in this wild card round. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Stroud going to set up to throw. He's got it into the hands of the rookie from Michigan.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
On 2nd down, Stroud. Got his man at the 6. And he's in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Just a beautiful ball there by the quarterback. And the point I want to make here, Mike, and make sure the viewer understands is, in the NFL, if you have to wait for a guy to be open and then deliver the ball, it's too late. So often these quarterbacks throw their guy open. They anticipate where the void in the coverage is going to be. That's exactly the reason this play worked out here, Mike, and he's able to connect here for a big touchdown.
The extra point is good, and the Browns will cut it to a 2-point lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense can see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. This pass right side caught by Lamb. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. First and 10. He'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Now a timeout Chargers here. That's their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Back to throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away. Here's the punter now, and he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. And no chance to turn upfield. He's forced out of bounds after a very short return. The Browns offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They trail by 2, and will start this drive with 1st and 10. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. They'll send him over to the left. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
So we are at halftime here in the AFC Wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. We had...
And no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The home team's offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. They'll start out 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Stroud to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. From the gun, here's Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Back to throw. Stroud. Taking off. He'll try to get there.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
Punting time for the Browns. They're set to kick it away. He's on for the second time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Chargers offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They'll do so with first and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Third and 6. And that is incomplete. Pat Fryermuth, the intended receiver. And it's going to be fourth down. And the Chargers will punt, getting set to kick it away. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They'll start it here with a first and 10. Here we go. Here's Stroud. Thrown left side. The catch is made. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here. Second and a yard. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he's going to pick up the first down across midfield and down at the 49. Here's a designed run. The ball comes out. The Chargers have it. Well, they come up with the turnover on defense. The quarterback choosing to keep it, and the defense choosing to take it away.
Mike, anytime a quarterback turns into a runner, the defense loves it. They want to take a shot at him. They want to take a shot at the ball, and that's exactly what they were able to do here. Force the fumble, get the ball back. Great job there by the defense.
So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take it over once more. They'll begin just shy of midfield with a first and 10. Here's Hill. And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. He'll drop the throw. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his second incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
Quickly to the outside and complete. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. They're all set to punt this one away, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. The home team's offense and C.J. Stroud ready to get to work once more. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and we'll try to sustain it here down the stretch. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Stroud. Off-balance throw, it's complete.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here's Stroud. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Now Stroud. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. So after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. To throw is Stroud. Open man, left side. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Here's a handoff out of the gun, and he'll get 6 on this one, moving it inside the 40-yard line. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Throwing is Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Now, Stroud. Open man, right side. He's got it. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
You can't teach speed. And a guy like this is just a nightmare for these linebackers. He's got a running start at them. You have no idea which way he's going to go, and he ends up just running right by you.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Stroud. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Stroud going to set up to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive and what once looked like a promising...
That one, taken in. Touchdown, Browns.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure, and I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
The extra point, up and good. And the Browns will up the lead to 5. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense starting to trot out for this next possession. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with 1st and 10. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. 2nd and 11. One quarter remains here in this AFC Wildcard matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. They send Fryermuth, the tight end, in motion. In trouble, and down he goes.
This has been a tough sequence right out of the jump. You work all week on your opening script, and they're usually the plays that you feel the best about to try to establish some sort of early rhythm, but through 2 plays, run and pass, all they've done is go backwards.
And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. It's going to bring up 4th down. Punt team out, ready to send this one away. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he'll get the 1st down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground. Not much there, maybe a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, Stroud. Quick throw, taken in, and he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Back to throw. Throwing right, it's taken in. He's going to have that 1st down, gain of 6 as they convert on 3rd down. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a 1st down.
a lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Now give on the ground, and not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing. A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to take over once again. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
On the ground, they'll go with Hill. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard. Big play coming up. This is third down. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense. Automatic first down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. They'll look to throw. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. Throwing now from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Now they'll set up to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Here we go. This is 4th down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. And not a whole lot going to come from that one. Only to about the 39. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And quickly, the clock stops again. Defense taking the timeout. $1:54 to go. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. He'll try to get this one on the ground. He's going to force his way for a yard or two, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. So it's 4th down. They'll call on the punt team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 15. The visitors' offense headed back to take over once more. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll drop to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. This would be a big loss, and we'll see if he can continue here in the divisional round. The dog pound, as usual, doing their part. This is 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He's got his man. It's Hill. And they're going to get the 1st down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them. He'll go left side here and complete this one. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that 1st down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. And they're going to get the 1st down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, The defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started. For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And that is incomplete. They had their chance and took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Gotta let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. Victory formation here, as he's down to a knee. So it's a win for the Browns. They are moving on in these playoffs. They win here at home as the #2 seed. That means right back here next weekend.